Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Living to Learn. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day, out of your busy lives to watch my video. It means a lot to me that I have your support, I have your views. And if you can, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share these videos with someone you think it would be helpful for. Leave me a comment, hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Give me some feedback. Give me some constructive criticism. If you want to reach me directly, I can be found on TikTok or Instagram at Live to Learn Coaching. That handle is in the description of my video, at Live to Learn Coaching. Reach out to me there directly with any suggestions, any feedback, anything like that. Or of course, just drop a comment on this video. That works as well. Also in the description of my video are 3 opportunities to donate to my channel. If you would like to take your support further than just views or subscribing to the channel, there are 3 opportunities there to do so. And I would also encourage those of you who are in the greater Los Angeles area, even if you're not in LA, to be honest, unless you've been living under a rock the last few days, you know that we are experiencing some terrible wildfires out here in the city of LA, Los Angeles County. And although myself, I'm far from the areas where these fires are taking place. You know, LA is a huge area. Myself, members of my family, friends, coworkers, almost everybody that I know has someone or knows someone directly who's been impacted by these fires. And so I just want to send my well wishes and, a positive message to those who have lost, who are dealing with loss, and those of you who know others who are dealing with loss, that we would be there for them during this time, be able to lift them up, lift their spirits, and hope that everything from here on out gets better for them. Although, life's not fair. And there's not really much for me to say about this. I'm not being affected directly. But I just want to say my thoughts, my heart, my condolences go to everyone who is dealing with these fires raging at this moment in LA. With that being said, let's get started in today's video. We are, 2 weeks? Right? 2 weeks, 3 weeks in the new year, 2025. It's still kind of hard to process that we are already in the year 2025. When I was a kid, I remember getting a yearbook in elementary school, 1990. And I remember it just, whoa, 1990. It was a big deal. It was like, whoa, this is happening. We're in 1990. Fast forward, we are in 2025. And that's just how fast the time has gone. But in the spirit of what I would still consider the New Year's phase, right? We're still in January. We're still in month 1 of the year. My focus is helping, create these next few videos are really going to be focusing on helping us kind of take a step in the right direction, right? How do we start this off correctly? Again, there's things out of our control. There's things happening to us, around us, that we have no control over. And so is there a perfect plan? Absolutely not. Is there something that's going to be flawless and going to help us avoid all the pitfalls and all unforeseen issues and problems? No, I'd be lying to you if I said that were true. And I'm not a psychic. I can't tell the future. If I could, I'd be charging a lot of money for it. But I can't. So what am I going to do? And again, this goes for myself as well, right? How can we proceed? How can we take that first step and give ourselves the best chance to have a great year this year, to have a successful year this year? Will I be successful this year? And we're not shaking the magic 8 ball and looking for answers. No, we want to be proactive. So this is part 1 of a series that I want to do in regards to this question: will I be successful this year? Okay. How can I? First thing I want to cover is this, and I think it's very important. We want to limit comparisons. Now, one time when I was in church, I heard a sermon, and the title of the sermon was "Comparison Kills." Comparison kills. And I thought that was brilliant because it's true. It does. Comparison kills. Look at all the comparing we do with other people. Social media, people we see around, people living lives that we consider successful, and good for them. But comparison kills. So how are we going to be successful this year? Will I be successful this year? Well, that depends. Are we going to be able to limit the comparisons? I think that's very important. And let me break it down. How am I going to limit comparing myself to others? My achievements, my success, my progress with others? Well, what's most important in doing this, what's going to be the most important factor, is our ability to define our own success. Are you aware that you get to define your own success? I have a buddy of mine, and we'll be in discussions, and he'll talk about, he'll say something like, so and so, they own a big house, they've got these nice cars, and they're very successful. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, yeah, they probably are very successful, and good for them. There's nothing wrong with nice cars, nothing wrong with a nice big house. I think that's awesome. But do you see what I'm getting at here? His definition of success is tied into those things. Yours may not be. But you and I get to define our own success. We get to decide what our success looks like, what it means to us to become successful. And that's the most important. That is the key foundational aspect of this limiting comparison thing. Okay? That's the foundation we want to build on. First and foremost, we are going to decide what is successful in our own eyes. We need to create a personal vision of success based on our values, what is important to us, and aspirations. Where are we trying to go? Again, this message, these videos that I make, they're for anyone who wants to listen. They're for anyone who thinks they're worth listening to or watching. But my focus is for those of us who are trying to advance ourselves. We're trying to get better. We want to be in a different place than we are at the moment, whatever that means. Remember, we get to define that. Okay? But we've got to create a personal vision. What is this success going to look like for me in 2025? Will I be successful this year? Well, do you know what that success is going to look like? That's the first thing we got to ask ourselves. Do we have a vision? And is that vision based on personal values and aspirations, or are we building that around what society is telling us to build it around? Because society's got a loud voice, and society is nonstop talking 24/7. Society always has something to say. There's always a message. But this is not about what society says. We need to disregard societal standards. I'm not saying society is wrong about everything. There are some general things that we can all agree on, but disregard societal standards. Do not let anyone else tell you, and I won't let anyone else tell me, what success should look like. This is going to be very important in allowing us, not only allowing us, but encouraging us to limit comparison, comparing ourselves to others. It's okay to appreciate, right? You see people doing great things, people making all this money, people having all these things, taking all these trips, gaining all this wealth, gaining all this knowledge, getting recognized. Man, I love it. I applaud you. I applaud you. And we can applaud them, and we should. We can appreciate, we can congratulate, we can give credit to others' accomplishments. Just don't be envious, and don't destroy your self-worth over it. You're not them. I'm not them. You're you. I am me. And the best version of ourselves that we can get to, that is what's most important. Again, this is my opinion, but it's my channel, so I'm going to give you my opinion. So how can I be successful? Remember, we have to create our own vision of success. We've got to define success for ourselves. No one else needs to agree. No one else needs to tell us. We need to define that. So let's get to work on that if we haven't already. If we haven't already started to, let us create a personal vision of success. What is this going to look like? What is important to me? Where am I trying to go? And what will I accomplish? What milestones, what steps will I make? What levels will I reach that are going to tell me, that are going to provide the credit, the evidence that I need to know that, hey, I'm having a successful year. I am achieving, or I'm headed toward being successful this year. So 2025, let's limit the comparison. No more comparison. Comparison kills. Society doesn't get to say what your success is. You do. So take that with you. Have a great day. Thanks again for watching.